Good day, gentlemen. What's your name?
You want to, Dave Gaynor with Public Safety.
Okay.
You know, you're not allowed on the campus. You want to accept the notice?
No.
How you doing today? Anything we do for you?
Well, you just tried to serve me a notice that I'm persona non grata from a university that I got expelled from after I was raped and reported coercion, so no.
Have you reported that to anybody? You can't do it.
I'm sorry. Hi, thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry, he's rude.
Sorry.
Sir, would you get out of my way?
Sorry, you're not allowed in the
I'm a
building.
student here. I was actually a PhD student, and I got raped and denied Title IX and coerced for years, and these people expelled me.
Sorry, sir.
I would like to
You're not
speak with
allowed.
Thomas Rock. He's not returning phone calls. I'll be outside because this rude gentleman is trying to escort me out. Sorry, I don't have any problem with you. I'm sorry that this is an awkward experience because the college has made such poor decisions. So I'm here videotaping this because the Department of Public Safety has tried to escort me off campus because I'm here to report having been raped and denied Title IX accommodation, coerced for years, exploited, and then expelled unceremoniously from this otherwise fine university where all of these happy students are here to invest their time and their hopes and dreams and hopefully not be denied Title IX compensation or accommodation if they get raped during the course of their studies and not exploited for free labor and then booted from campus with tons of student loans because the university refuses to pay for labor. These people have such little regard for honesty and for civility and decency, and it's a shame. It's a lovely college. This is a beautiful edifice. And they choose to conduct themselves this way. It's so despicable. I'm in the foyer of the Teachers College building waiting for Thomas Rock. My hand is shaking because these public safety people are so rude, and they're trying to boot a student who was raped and denied Title IX and exploited for years and then blew the whistle and then was expelled from his PhD. And so I'm here to protest it, and these awful people are probably calling the police on me to have me escorted. I'm sorry, officer in the blue. May I ask you a question? What's your opinion of a university that expels someone after they report rape and exploitation? Someone who gets expelled from a PhD program for reporting rape. How do you feel about that, officer?
Have you made your report? Have you made a report? Can assist you with that.
Sir, are you so out of line? What did you just ask me?
You can make a police report if you have.
I'm sorry, a police report regarding being expelled?
No, for the rape allegation that you mentioned.
Sir, do you understand how out of line you are? Stop speaking to me.
You're out of line. You're not allowed to be here.
I'm not out of line. I
You're
am.
trespassing right now.
Sir, stop speaking to me.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm curious. How do you feel about someone? I'll let you answer this. How do you feel about a university that expels a student that reports having been raped? They deny him Title IX accommodation. I get exploited for years, not paid for my work here. And when I blow the whistle, I get expelled and get this treatment from you, sir.
I don't know the details of that.
You don't know how you'd respond to that? Are you not a decent human being?
I offered you to.
You really don't know. Are you so disingenuous that you don't know how to respond to a human being who's just relayed this information to you? Are you so disingenuous, sir? Because any normal human being would say, no, that is outrageous. And you know what? You can say that and do your job. I know that you have a job to do, and I can respect that. But you can also say that that's wrong, and I don't agree with it, but yet I have a job to do, and I intend to do my job.
Joshua, if you're making an allegation, I can assist you with reporting.
I'm sorry that you can't answer that. It's sad to me that you can't answer that as a human being. Because here I'm giving you the option to say, I don't believe it's right for a university to expel someone who's blown the whistle, but yet I have a job to do. I'm a professional person, and though I don't agree with what happened to you, I do have a job that I have to uphold, and so I'm trying to uphold it, and I'm telling you that you're trespassing, and that's your prerogative. It's fine for you to do. You can also disagree with an egregious moral atrocity. And so the fact that you failed to do that makes me question your character. Do you feel comfortable being recorded that you can't even agree that it's wrong for a university to treat a student like that? You walk outside because you're embarrassed of how you answered that question? Officer in the blue, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you can answer that question? You're allowed to disagree with a horrible treatment of a student and yet still perform your duties as public safety, and I can understand that. I respect your job. You don't answer. Is it because you're embarrassed of your job right now? Are you embarrassed? Is that why you don't answer? Are you embarrassed because you're trying to escort a student who reported being raped and denied Title IX accommodation and was exploited for years and expelled from his PhD? I was expelled from this university for reporting whistleblowing. Not reporting whistleblowing. I'm sorry, this is a horrible situation for me, and I'm having to protest here because I'm a PhD student who got expelled after blowing the whistle, and these gentlemen are trying to expel me from campus.
Hey, sir. Hey, so what's going on today?
I'm a PhD student at this university.
Okay.
I reported being raped in 2016 and was denied Title IX accommodation to complete coursework. After that, I was continually exploited for free labor for years. For 4 years after that, I was not paid. This university owes me $16,000. And when I blew the whistle, I reported this to the office.
Do you have
Can I finish?
Show that
I know that you have questions, but may I just finish?
Yeah, sure.
So I blew the whistle and I reported all of this to the office of the provost, and 2 weeks later, they expelled me. And I still have business with this university. They have not given me the degree. They haven't.
Gotcha. So you got expelled from here.
That is correct.
So you used to go here.
That is correct. I got expelled for blowing the whistle. I'm not leaving on my own accord. You'll have to drag me out of here.
All right.
I do have ID on me.
What's your name again, sir? Joshua Paxton. Josh? All right. So I get this guy.
So you're not longer a student here, right?
I was a student up until summer. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I reported some ethical violations and they dismissed me. And so technically right now I'm not a student, but I'm here to protest what they've done to me.
And they were telling you that you're not allowed to join the protest?
No, that's just what somebody said today. It's not a policy.
Okay, you just found out today that you're not allowed to leave the building.
I don't even know if that's true because there's no student policy that says that what they're saying is true. Because I'm still an alumnus. I've graduated from this university twice. I have 2 degrees. I have a master's of science and applied statistics and a master's of arts and clinical psychology. And they've also tried to disable my email so that I can't contact anyone for emergency funds.
Yeah, but you're not a student anymore.
Sorry?
You're not a student anymore from the college.
That is
You're not
technical.
a student anymore. That's what I'm trying
I'm not leaving here. I'm protesting. You will have to drag me out of here in handcuffs if you intend to do that. I'm here to speak with Thomas Rock. I'm not causing any trouble. I'm being respectful to the officers here. I understand that they have a job, and my problem is not with them. My problem is with the department that dismissed me after I blew the whistle. And so I've been trying to contact the Vice Provost of Student Affairs. His name is Thomas Rock, and he refuses to answer any emails or return phone calls. And I'm allowed an appeal for my dismissal, and they're not allowing me my appeal because they've suspended my email, so I can't even make the appeal. So I must be here. It's an official business because you have to be allowed to appeal a dismissal from a PhD at an Ivy League university. It's ridiculous for them not to allow that. And it's in their own policy. They have to allow it.
Give him a piece of paper that we sign or
So Joshua, where you live? You still live with this address, 573 West Oakland?
Oh, that's, I moved to 53 West 90th Street.
With your who?
I'm sorry?
You live alone or?
I'm sorry. Officer, why are you asking these questions? Because I feel, if you're just making conversation, I understand it. Okay. I find it unfortunate that they're wasting police time for this because this is a ridiculous situation. What they should be doing is allow me to speak with the Vice Provost of Student Affairs. And because they're so disgusted with their own behavior, no one will even speak to me because everybody agrees that this is a stupid atrocity. And so they waste police officers' time to come out here and investigate this, and it's really disrespectful to you. I really think that the college should be handling their own problems because I'm here and I'm being calm and I'm willing to speak to people, and they won't even speak to me. Instead, they call for officers to come intervene, and I think it's really disrespectful to you because I think you have more important things to be doing. It's New York City, it's a pandemic. May I have my ID back? What's your name?
Officer Patricia.
Patricia? Okay. Where are you from? The what? The 26th precinct? So I'm here, I'm recording this. I'm with a number of police officers from the 26th precinct explaining that I was a PhD student at this university for years. I have 2 master's degrees, I'm an alumnus, and I was expelled unceremoniously after blowing the whistle on graduate student exploitation at a university that owes me over $16,000 of statistical analysis. You know, statistical analysis is really complicated, and what happens is these professors, they always need help performing the analysis. And so if what they get away with is if they feel like they can stop paying you if they're going to offer you, publication, your authorship. And so you kind of get in this situation where you're coerced to keep on working because if you stop, I'm sorry, I thought it was interesting. I'll go anyways. So if you stop working, it's actually very easy for them to coerce you to keep on going on for free labor, and that's what happened here for years. And so I'm owed $16,000 from this university, and they actually forced me to keep on filing for financial aid. So it's so ridiculous. I was owed $16,000, and I reported it to the office of the provost that I hadn't been paid, and I was having to apply for financial aid to be able to subsist and live and eat. And then they expelled me for having reported this. And it's has anybody ever heard of a student getting expelled from a PhD at Columbia? No, it's rare, right? This is a weird situation. It might be indicative of something Aubrey that's gone on, or something kind of funky, and that's what's happened. Nobody ever gets expelled from a PhD program here without some kind of funny business. Especially not someone who's just blown the whistle and reported on graduate student exploitation, which these people are very embarrassed of. There's a lot of fancy people here, and these fancy people are wasting police officers' time to come and handle things that they're not able to handle themselves, and that's a travesty.
That's going to be apartment 780. Is that on a 7?
Excuse me, is Thomas Rock coming out to speak? Because I do have official business with him.
We're not sure. I'm trying to figure what's going on, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it. The other person that I could speak to is Stephanie Rowley. She is in the office of the provost, and she would also be an appropriate person to handle this.
Everything's okay with our 19 piano? 6,000?
I'm recording this. I'm going to upload this on Facebook later. I have an idea that they're so ignoble here, they're probably going to have me dragged out of here in handcuffs, and I'm prepared to do that if that's how they're going to do it. So I wish I could record that, but if it seems like it's come to that, I'm going to stop the recording. But that's what will have happened if I stop the recording on my phone.
Sir, listen, you're going to have to come with us, okay?
No, I don't agree. You'll have to drag me out in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
It's okay. Listen. I understand you're trying to make a point.
What's your name, officer?
Sergeant Pierce.
I have no problem with you. I understand that you're here to do a job, and I respect you for that.
No,
I hope you
so-
can understand that I'm protesting what happened here, and that's why I'm doing this.
So listen, as long as you don't, try to fight or anything like that, like we'll treat you like a gentleman as long as you act respectful.
You'll treat me like a gentleman because I'm a citizen of this country, sir.
Yeah. Exactly. So listen, sir, just please do me a favor, stand up and just put your hand behind your back.
No.